The views and opinions expressed do not necessarily reflect those of Access Fort Wayne, the Allen County Public Library, or any other supporting groups. If you'd like to produce a show, call us at 260-421-1250.
Why, hello there. This is Patty Hunter of Patty's Page. Today, my guest will be on a phone-in, and his name is Billy Hinsche, and he was with the group many moons ago of Dino, Desi, and Billy. And he starred as well with the Beach Boys. So here we have up on screen Dino, Desi, and Billy. Billy is on the right. Is Billy there?
Billy is here. Hey, everybody. How you doing?
Hi, it's good to hear you.
Thank you.
Well, welcome to my show, Billy.
Thank you. Thank you. It's a pleasure to be here.
Did you know that today's the 100th birthday for Lucille Ball?
I did know that. Yes, I did know that. Somebody sent me a link, and I also saw it on the evening news.
And everywhere else.
And everywhere else, yeah. And, no, I think it's absolutely fabulous that she's being honored all over the place for her accomplishments.
Have you talked to Desi about that?
No, I haven't. Not yet, but we'll probably mention it at some point.
So you're a singer, film producer, guitar teacher. You teach guitar.
I do. I teach guitar and piano, and we like to say to kids from 6 to 60.
Oh, my goodness. I got one more year left.
Okay, well, that's sort of a joke, but I mean, I do teach anybody, basically, that would like to learn. I always feel like it's never too late to learn. Or to start,
Yeah, that's good.
And, yeah.
You're also a golfer?
I play golf, not well, but again, who does? And, I just did a recent event for the Carl Wilson Foundation in Grand Rapids, Michigan. We had a golf scramble, as it's known.
Oh, yeah.
And I don't play really during the course of the year. I really don't. Before the Carl Wilson event, I'll hit a bucket of balls and go out there and see how we do. And as it turned out, my team won the first place prize this year.
Oh, congratulations!
Thank you.
What did you win?
Just a beautiful trophy.
Oh, is it gold, silver, crystal?
It's kind of a crystal clear, see-through kind of a thing. Yeah, it's beautiful.
You were in the 1960s. When did you start with Dino, Desi, and Billy many moons ago? Because I remember you all.
Yeah, we kind of put the group together in 1964, and that's when we started taking it, more seriously, and we practiced a lot, and we played around town and did some private parties, and did pretty good on our own, and then we got signed to Reprise Records after having auditioned for Mr. Frank Sinatra.
Oh, my.
Who owned the label, or was one of the owners of Reprise. And then we had 4 albums with them, and, as they say, the rest is history.
Did you write for other people?
Did I write for other people?
Yes.
I did. I wrote a few songs for Dean Martin that he recorded. I co-wrote with Dino, one of them. And but I was really just that was the only project where I was specifically given an assignment, if you will. I mean, we were recording Mr. Martin and producing a couple of his records, and in so we had a production company, and so it's like, well, maybe we can give him a couple of our own original material. And also he recorded Tracks of My Tears we chose for him, the Smokey Robinson song, and the song I found called Down Home, which is a great kind of a ballad, kind of a country song, really nice. He really did a great job on it. So, but I went on to write for a TV show called Automan. I did a little, the intro music, theme song music to a TV show, Automan, 1983.
1983.
Desi starred in that. It was a television show that was Glenn Larson production, and that was another assignment, so to speak, that I had. But I wrote for Dino, Desi and Billy also. We had a hit with a song called "Tell Someone You Love Them."
Oh,
back
I
in
know that one.
'68. Yeah.
I know that one.
So
I grew up with you guys.
Yes, indeed. So, yeah, I've had a little experience writing. Mm-hmm.
How long were you with Dino, Desi and Billy again?
I would say from '64 through '69, so about 5 years, 4 albums. Mm-hmm.
And how many albums did you get?
4.
4. Okay. I understand you're writing. Did you write for the Beach Boys?
No, I never wrote for the Beach Boys, but I co-wrote a song with Brian Wilson, with Dino, Desi and Billy, called Lady Love, something that he started and I finished. Yeah.
So you were with the Beach Boys? You started with them?
Yes, I was.
You were with
I traveled with them and recorded with them for many years. 70s, 80s, and 90s, I like to say.
Oh, my.
Keeps it pretty simple.
And you've done quite a few documentaries with the boys. And
I've done a few. I was a film student at UCLA.
Mm-hmm.
And during that time, I asked the professors if I could go on the road and do my film projects as documentaries, and the subject being the Beach Boys. And they didn't have a problem with that. And so that's what I did. And all these years later, like I like to say, Patty, it only took me 35, 40 years, but I finally got around to editing them and making them available to the public. And they've been very successful for that.
You're putting them on YouTube, right?
Well, I've put a couple of trailers up for people to see. In fact, your listeners and viewers can go to my website. I'm pretty easy to find, billyhinsche.com, or Facebook, billy.hinsche. My last name is spelled Hinsche, and you can see, the explanations of the films and trailers. And, there's probably a half a dozen different trailers on YouTube that people can go watch. And then if they like it, they can get the DVDs directly from my website.
Yeah, that's cool. That's cool. We have your website up on the screen, your name, properly, and the picture of you with a beard. I love that picture of you.
Oh,
I love
that
beards.
was back in the Carl Wilson days, and probably around '81. When I say
you look
Carl
wonderful.
Wilson days.
You look wonderful with a beard.
Oh, thanks.
You're welcome.
I think that's an older picture of me, right?
Whitish hair, white beard, mustache.
I'm sorry?
Whitish hair, white...
whitish? Well, then that's more current. Or maybe like a goatee, is that what you mean?
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Is it more goatee? Oh, yeah. Well, that's more recent.
Yeah.
When I was with Carl Wilson on his solo tours in the early 1980s, I had a full beard.
Oh, I would have loved to have seen that.
Just for the heck of it.
Oh, my. I like goatees and beards on men. I do find that quite attractive.
Great.
You are now a musical director for Al Jardines.
I am. We're currently playing at the Riviera Hotel in Las Vegas. The Riviera being, the legendary Riviera. And we are doing 2 weeks there, 10 shows. We've just done 3. Tonight is our 4th show, Saturday night in Vegas. And if anyone wants to come check out our show, we'll be there. We do a great show.
Is there
material?
Is there a phone number for this place, this Rivera Hotel and the casino? Or
Well, I sure hope they have a phone number. The Riviera Hotel.
you're so funny. I like you.
Pretty easy to find.
I like you. You're so funny.
And
You sure you don't have any Irish in you now? I do.
I know I've not only I've licked the Blarney Stone.
Did you?
Oh yeah, no, I didn't.
Don't do that.
That would be unsanitary, Patty.
And it'd be hard to get to because you have to turn upside down underneath something, and you never get there. Oh my goodness, you have to be small. We have some trailers of Carl Wilson here. No, then and now. Is that what it's called?
It's called Here and Now.
Here and Now. I'm sorry, my error.
All right.
And
it's a 3-hour 2 DVD set that I did for Carl, my brother-in-law, who we lost to cancer in 1998.
1998.
And
what kind of cancer?
A series of interviews with over 50 people, including a lot of Wilson family members and a lot of his friends and people in the business, from the guys in the Buckinghams to one of the guys at the Paul Revere and the Raiders and the Group America. And we have quite a wide range of people that make their statements and memories and anecdotes about Carl. It's a very powerful piece.
Well,
That's also available to see on my website or on YouTube. And I just came out with one called 24 Hours, which was a piece
we have that trailer as well. We were going to play one of the Carl Wilson Here and Now. We have 3 trailers that we had.
Oh.
Which one? There's one that has with just Brian Wilson. Do you want me to put that one up first?
I'm sorry, you have one that
has Brian Wilson talking.
Oh.
So that'd be cool.
Yes. Yes. I know what clip you're talking about. Sure, put that one up. This is Brian Wilson talking about his little brother Carl.
So we're going to do it any old second right now, and hang in for about a minute or whatever it takes.
Carl Wilson was probably in the top 5 all-time great singers. His voice healed me. When I was going through a lot of bad things, his voice helped me out a lot. He's very creative. He wrote songs. He produced records. He produced the fairy tale that we did on the Holland album. And he was amazing. I mean, he just was an amazing all-around person. Oh, his sense of humor was spectacular. He had a spectacular sense of humor. He really did. He was called the Rock of Gibraltar in the group. Whenever we sent her on a microphone to sing, he would say, "All right, come on, guys, quit clowning around. Let's get down to business," you know. And it worked. He was a nice guy, and I hate to see him go. Carl's spirit was really part and parcel of the Beach Boys singing. His spirit was probably the spirit of the Beach Boys. He was had the most spirit about him of all of us. Here and now, here and now, here and now.
Yeah, that's sad. That did he have brain cancer?
He had a different, series of setbacks. It started, I believe it started in his lung and then migrated, so there was...
Oh. So there wasn't any...
With tragic results, yeah.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Yeah, thank you.
Our condolences.
Thank you.
And he was married to your sister?
He was. He was married to my sister Annie, and they have 2 beautiful sons.
Oh.
And Jonah and Justin. And Justin has 2 beautiful children, Dean and Neva. And in fact, it's Neva's birthday tomorrow. I think she's going to be 3.
Oh, I'm happy that you got grandkids.
Well, in a sense, they're my sister's grandchildren.
Oh, you're an uncle then? Great uncle? No?
Yes, I think it's granduncle.
Granduncle. Oh, sorry. Wrong word. Sorry. I bad.
Hmm.
So, tell me, what made you do this Carl Wilson here and now? What motivated you to do this? I know it's a professional and private life of Carl Wilson. That's what the documentary film is. How long in the making did it take you to do that, dear?
Well, to answer the first part of your question, I did it because people asked me why don't you do one?
Yeah.
I had done a piece on Dennis, who we lost in '83 in an accidental drowning.
Oh.
And so I did a piece called Dennis Wilson Forever, which is really my first reintroduction to the world of video and editing and film and this and that. And so that was about maybe 5 years ago I did that. And then from there led to another. That was also that was called Dennis Wilson Forever: Interviews with the People Who Knew Him Best, and that took about 3 years to assemble. Then I did one called 1974 On the Road with the Beach Boys. Perhaps you found that in your extensive research on my background.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And that was one of the pieces I described earlier that I shot at film school on the first video Portapak available to the public, sort of for home use. And then that led to, it was like, okay, I guess maybe now I should do that piece on Carl. So after gathering interviews for about 4 years, I put it together, and that's what we have. It was a way to honor him and to memorialize him and commemorate his memory and spirit.
There's something about his voice, like voice of an angel, that was quoted.
Yeah, lots of people. If you're familiar with the Beach Boys and their songs, you'll know that Carl sang on not only Good Vibrations, but also on God Only Knows. You know those songs, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, everybody
You're dating me.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh. You bet your booties.
Mm-hmm.
So you have a lot of people on these trailers that we have. We have 2 more trailers. I don't know whether we're going to show them all. But the main one that I wanted to have shown was with Brian, because he was his brother.
Sure.
And,
good choice.
Yeah, thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Would you ever consider coming to Fort Wayne?
I think I've been to Fort Wayne probably a number of times. Yeah, with the Beach Boys over the years. Yeah. Keep in mind, touring with them 70s, 80s, and 90s. I went to all 50 states probably a couple of times, and I know that I've been to Fort Wayne. There's no question in my mind that I've played there.
Yeah, it would be nice to have you here. As we'd love to have you as a guest on my show. Maybe you can do a couple songs here and there. You know what I'm saying?
Well, that's what I do.
So what's your band, the one that you're with now?
The band, the one that I'm with now, was the one I was telling you about earlier. That we were doing the show at the Riviera with Al Jardine.
Al Jardine.
Yeah, Al Jardine of the Beach Boys.
Yes, I know.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing now.
So what songs are y'all doing?
What songs are we doing? A whole Beach Boys set. I don't want to give it away.
Oh,
Patty.
no.
You have to come see the show.
Oh, I wish
use your imagination. It's a Beach Boy set,
Good.
It's sort of like the obvious things, like Good Vibrations, God Only Knows. We're not going to be doing too many obscure songs. It'll be songs that are familiar to the general public. So it's a good show.
How long is the show, can I ask?
Yeah, sure. It runs about 75 minutes, which is an hour and 15. It might run a little bit over that, maybe 80. But, it's Vegas, and so they like to keep the shows nice and tight.
Yeah.
So that people can get back out to the slot machine.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yes, it's a casino area.
Those one-armed bandits, you know, but they're really not one-armed bandits anymore. It's all electronic.
Oh.
Yeah.
You don't play the slots, do you?
Oh, once in a while I might play some silly little nickel quarter machine. I'm a lightweight gambler. I don't even consider myself a gambler. I just it's for amusement more than anything. And if I happen to hit a jackpot, great. But that usually doesn't happen.
How is Annie now?
How is Annie now? She's great.
She's great?
She's fabulous. Uh-huh.
Is she younger than you?
No, I'm a year and a half younger than she is.
I just turned 59. How old are you?
Oh, well, you know, I just had a significant birthday myself. I turned 30.
30. Merciful heavens. Well, happy birthday, dear chap.
Thank you.
Oh, man. You are so fun to talk to. You know that?
Well, thank you very much. That's very nice of you to say.
For the show, another documentary, 24 Hours. Let's talk about that.
Okay, 24 Hours is something that was done actually 20 years ago in 1991. And we were on the road one day, and I looked at the itinerary, and I noticed that we were going to be in 5 cities in one day doing 2 shows. So I thought, you know what, this would be a good day to videotape my whole entire day from beginning to end. So it starts with me in the morning in Kansas City at the Ritz-Carlton having breakfast and talking to the camera and explaining about our exciting day. And then we move on throughout the day, and we go to the pool, and we get on the bus and meet everybody, all the band members of the Beach Boys and the principals and their wives and kids and nannies and assistants. And then we go to our first city, which is, well, second city, Sedalia, Missouri, and we do the state fair with a brief chat with Don Everly of the Everly Brothers. And then we go backstage and we meet more of the members of our entourage. And then there's a bit of the on-stage stuff. And then we get on the bus and go to the airport, which is in Jefferson City, city number 3.
Yeah.
And get on our beautiful Block 111 private jet.
Did you sleep at all?
Sorry?
Did you sleep at all?
Did I sleep at all?
Yeah.
Yeah, I slept during the performance.
You're so
Just
funny.
kidding. And then
I
we
walked
meet
right
the
into
flight
that one.
attendants on the plane, and we meet the pilot, and we sit in the cockpit for takeoff. And then we get to city number 4, which is Memphis, and we take the van ride over to Mud Island, which is the name of the venue, and we do it all over again. We go backstage. We meet some of the local folks in Memphis, including George Klein, who's a good friend. He was one of Elvis's buddies, and he's a DJ in Memphis. And we do a little show there, and there's some footage of that. And then we get back on the van. We go back to the airplane and get on the plane. Now it's middle of the night, and we fly to Boston, which would be our 5th city, and we end up checking in at the Four Seasons Boston at about 3, 4 in the morning. We end up back in my room, and I say goodnight, and that's the whole movie. I've just given it away, so I hope people go out and purchase it anyway, even though I've given away the complete storyline to you, Patty.
Well, we have the trailer for that. Do you mind if
show that trailer?
Do you want me to? Okay, I'll show the trailer.
Great.
24 Hours. And here we go.
Here I go again, out on that road again, playing in 100 cities in as many days. Get a
Oh, wow, that was a heavy trailer right there.
Did you like that?
Oh, it's beautiful.
Thank you. Yeah, see all the fun we're having on the plane and backstage, and having a good old time out there on the road.
Yeah. Well, we have about 3 minutes left.
Okay.
I mean, we can continue and for another show. So, yeah, tell me more about when you're on the airplane. Do you write songs or do
Me
you?
personally, no. When I'm on the airplane, I don't get that creative and start writing songs. It's usually just, relax, maybe take a little nap at that point or have a little bite to eat or something, but no, I'm not that ambitious to, go from a show and a travel thing to, oh, now I've got some time, let me write a song. No, it's mostly just downtime.
So when you normally write a lyric, or you put music to it, you compose, you put the lyrics and melody and everything together, right? Or do you have other?
Yeah,
Do you do all of your own, or do you have like some other people co-writing with you too
I
sometimes?
prefer to write by myself, but I have had other collaborators, not many, but Brian Wilson being one. I mentioned him at the top of the show, writing
Yeah, that's
that
right.
song "Lady Love" together. And Desi gave me an idea for a lyric for a song I wrote called "Under a Beach Boy Moon," so I gave him a writing credit. But basically, I tend to write by myself.
Well, we have 1 minute to go.
Okay.
I'd like to have you on as a guest another time.
Well, maybe we can do that some other time. Sure.
Well, that'll be just smashing. So
Okay.
I'd like to thank my friend, Billy Hinsche. You are a good friend now. I enjoy talking with you, and thank you for coming on to my show.
You're
This,
very welcome.
thank you. This is Patty Hunter of Patty's Page, and tune in for next week. Until then, have a great day.
Let me be your lighthouse so I can show you the way. Let me be your shining light